What is up, Konnekt7 Tribe? I know it has been a minute, and I'm actually here to talk about that. I didn't actually even name this episode. This wasn't something that I usually would plan or um, have notes for, but I just wanted to just be real with all of you who's been following me and like listening to the podcast so far. And I know people have been asking me questions about it. So this is more of a episode to really just be real with you guys and just let you guys know what's been going on, like with myself. And so slowly but slowly, I have just been really working on me and making sure that I'm the best that I can be, not only for myself, because I have to come first. I have to make sure I'm good before I'm able to help anybody else, and then be able to just create content for you all. And so, lately, just throughout my journey, if you are subscribed to the email list, you kind of know a little bit of the story. I kind of lost like having fun with doing the podcast. By the way, this isn't one of those episodes where it's like this is it. Like no, so it's not that. So don't kill me. But yeah, you guys, there's just been a lot of changes that's just been going on in my world. So just to be just blunt and raw with you all, there's changes kind of going on like within my home as far as, me just taking ownership of the home and stuff like that. So, me and my girlfriend, we're coming together and just, taking ownership and just knocking stuff out. So it's just been changes like that that's been happening. Mentally, I've been working on just like keeping my mental health right because I can get easily overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, and I've just had to come to terms with like, dude, you need to just pause and stop. And honestly, it really has been hurting me to like I want to do an episode and I'm just like, but I'm not feeling it. I've been trying to like convince myself to do one, but I just couldn't. And so the reason why, guys, is just I did lose the fun. Not only that, but with work, I've been just switching. I switched from my old job to a newer job, working at home and stuff like that. So things have just been very different. And amongst that change, internally, there's just lots of things that I have had to really work on myself with. One of those things is being like my gift, and that's just for connecting with people, which is really the whole like core of how this podcast even was born. And so I really had to sit down, meditate, connect with my ancestors, my spiritual team, and really just, see what was going on. And the whole time, I've actually just been getting better with the gift. And it was just time for me to take things to a new level. And so I would think of an episode or think of something to talk about, but I just wasn't doing it. And one of the things that I've had to give up was forcing myself to do stuff, right? I would normally do that, and I've had to learn that doing that for myself will eventually lead to burnout, which is another thing that I was just experiencing. It was this burnout of, okay, I want to do the podcast and keep it on episode, keep it on a schedule, but with all the stuff that's going on, I don't even have the energy for it. Mentally, I don't even have the capacity to sit down and plan it. And then the thought of just, okay, I got to set this much time away. And so and I just want you guys to know, this is an episode of complaining. Like, I just want you guys to know what's really been going on. And I've come to find for myself some very great solutions was that I needed to start writing things down. I really needed to get focused on what it is that I'm building and really changing the trajectory of the course that I'm on, which is just creating more content and having fun creating the content and connecting with all of you. And it was, in the beginning, it was challenging, but now it's just starting to come together. And I just wanted you all to know like what's been happening. So mentally, I am doing good. Before it was stable. I was stable, but it was the thought of doing something that I needed to for like my company. No. But it's better now. I will tell you, and I will be honest with you guys, emotionally, it has been crazy too. I would say just, I know I'm not the only one, especially with everything that's going on in the world. I know that, the emotions have been just like everywhere. There's 1 minute, one moment I'm feeling excited, next moment I'm feeling down. Next minute, I'm feeling all types of stuff. And it gets to a point where it's like, I don't want to feel right now. Like, please keep these feelings away from me. And I've had to work on that as well. Some of the solutions that I've come to find is that my my growth, we will say mentally and emotionally, physically, spiritually, um my growth, there was so much going on that I was growing that we'll say out I outgrew my capacity that I was used to. So I needed to expand my emotional capacity, my mental capacity, my spiritual capacity, because it's kind of like I was operating while in clothes that are way too tight for me. So I really couldn't do anything unless I really stopped and said, "Hey, these clothes are too tight. I should probably take all of these off and like, switch to something else." This isn't one of those shows. But changing my clothes into something that actually fits me and my growth. And this whole time I would just feel kind of bad because I'm like, "Man, I'm not doing nothing. I'm watching these TikTok videos, which I'm on TikTok now, and I'm just like, man, I love their content." And I'll see people about their podcast, and I'm like, I got to get back on my podcast at some point. And I thought, let me just say what's been happening and what's going on and just come clean to you all. And, no edits, no opening, no, none of that. Just, me just being vulnerable and very raw with all of you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's still a step. It's still a work in progress because I do want to get back to that schedule of an episode every Tuesday because that's only fair to you guys. Um, I know when I first started, I was doing 2 episodes a week, but that was when I was working, different schedules. So now with the full time schedule and a bunch of other stuff, it's a bit hard to do that. So I'm working on getting into a schedule, getting back into that. I'm still trying to figure that out with my current schedule. I think what I'll need to do is just have the really just plan it out, uh like after work or something like that, because that's another thing. If you guys know, if you follow me before, I always said I want to give you guys quality content, and if I wasn't feeling my best, I didn't want to do an episode, let alone release it, because I know that I wasn't giving my best, and again, that's not fair to y'all. So guys, like I said, that's something that I'm working on. There are other plans that I have. I know I in the past I was talking about Konnekt7 Academy. That's still going to be coming along too. I will just be flat out honest with you. I just put everything on pause with the Konnekt7 Academy, with the coaching, coaching people, life coaching, or I like to say connect coaching. That's my thing over there. So just with the business end of things, I have had that on pause. I know I've had people ask me about coaching, like if I would coach them and things like that, give them advice on stuff and then pay me and things like that. But it's like I gotta find a schedule for that. Like I would love to. So that's what it is. I'm working on taking myself out of being overwhelmed with a lot of stuff so that I can come correct with all of you and give you all great content. And I've been starting having a fresh start, like I said with TikTok earlier. It was short episodes, sort of short videos, and I'm like, okay, I can say this message and go here. And so, if you wanted to check my TikTok out, it's under Life Chaos, so LYFE.KAOS. So that's where I'm at on TikTok. But that's been pretty fun. And uh there's a lot, but I'm just making sure I just come clean with you guys because again, with all of the other changes that's just been going on, this is still my baby. I don't think I'm pretty sure I won't stop. I want to take this to another level, and part of that is really just me sitting down and stopping myself and staying in the moment so that I'm not so focused on the future of what I can create or oh this would be nice if I can do this, and it's like wait, you can, but you got to start with where you're at. So that's what's been going on. I've been having friends who've been helping me out. I've actually met with some new friends who've been actually very great. I want to say supporters, and in ways that they were just kind of doing things themselves, like a cool guy who the last episode, I believe, yeah, the last episode was with Sir Dushan, and me and him have been talking a lot, and he's been helping me out just kind of with his tenacity and the way he just gets into like his edits. So it's just been kind of um I would say, what's the word I'm looking for, falling off, I guess, on me. I can't think of the word right now. I'm just losing it, but rubbing off his work ethic and his edits and the things that he does. It just rubs off on me. My girlfriend just supporting me and things like that. And then I just have other friends around me who've just been doing their thing. And so that's kind of where everything is at. I feel like I'm like, just by making this episode, I am picking up the first piece and really just putting things together. I won't say back together because there's a lot of things I've had to change. So picking up the first piece to build something much better. So that's the episode. I guess this is a freeform episode that I just wanted again just to let you guys know that because you deserve it and you've been with me since the beginning. And I ask that you stay with me much more. I know, like I said, I'm excited for the episodes, so just bear with me. I'm just really working on my shit right now. Again, just being honest with you guys, I am not even gonna lie to you because this is the podcast where it's all about vulnerability. So I'm really not gonna lie to you guys. I am working on getting my shit together and in alignment so that I can create, new content, and most importantly, stay in alignment with my purpose. That has really been the focal point of my journey thus far, is staying in alignment with my purpose, because in a world where there's so many distractions, I admit that I can easily fall into some of those distractions because shit with life stuff that's happening, it's like I don't want to think about that right now. Like I deserve at least 10 minutes to do this and not think about that. And so just working on staying in alignment while adulting and living life and making decisions and choices and stuff like that. Granted, all is good, to be honest with you guys. So I don't want you guys to think that it's like crazy shit happening. I know all things, serve me for my highest good, but just being honest with you, I still got to have my state, make sure my shit is in alignment. And so, guys, that's what's really been going on. So just bear with me with this. I'm missing it, coming back and just doing this. So I look forward to much more. I may surprise you. So we'll see on that. There's new stuff that I'm learning. I may surprise you. But with that being said, guys, thank you for just pressing play and listening to what's going on. And again, I just wanted to be vulnerable with you all. I know we don't really see that because a lot of people show their highlights, but I'm going to be real with y'all, because if I have y'all come on the podcast and I'm like, I'm going to need you to be real with me and I'm not being real with you or vulnerable, then that's not fair, right? That's hypocritical. But yeah, guys, so that's what's going on. I usually like to give you guys some type of update or something new with stuff. But yeah, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. So, again, thank you guys for pressing play. I look forward to making just more episodes, and all of you enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your day, or if you're just waking up, good morning to you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. You are amazing. Okay, don't let anyone tell you that you're not. And with that being said, guys, later, later.